So Cloud9 strikes first, but it's EnVyUs that needs to respond, and it's going to be a tough task to try and do so, especially the form that the Americans are currently in right now. They were explosive, automatic, hitting every shot. Kenny S never really had an AWP to go against Skadoodle, but we do go to Mirage. Now, Mirage is good for Cloud9, I actually think, in some ways. However, if the French side hit shots, we know Kenny's an absolute monster, and rotations are a strong suit. I think Apex is the player I want to highlight.
The problem is here, there's a lot of information available after EnVyUs going to play this map. Obviously, that 65-round extravaganza was on this one. So,
but how much can you really... I mean, there was a lot of mistakes, and over time, you have a very different
but in terms of a
play.
general setup and how they're approaching it, right, you can at least get nuances and work out what's going to be the general approach. I think that's why it's a strong pick. It's a good map for Cloud9 overall. Just if they were watching demos, which it seemed like they exploited a lot of weaknesses of EnVyUs in that first map, I feel like this is actually maybe a 2-0 potential coming in. We have to remember Cash was actually EnVyUs' pick as well. This is actually what Cloud9 want to play. Yeah,
absolutely. And that's a very good point. And Cloud9, not known for smoke execution, but the explosive play, you only need, it's not like, you know, when you see the Tyloo smokes with the additional bench or the Na'Vi smokes with the smoke a little bit different at triple, that's execution, sure, but the other smokes are standard. You don't need necessarily that precision wall. You need one on the top of stairwell, one in front of jungle, one on CT. With 3 smokes, you can at least get into the site with the aim sort of reliant game that they have. So it's not like they need to be that perfect in that sense. I don't think it can favor them.
I don't think we're going to see that many smokes from Cloud9. From what I've seen so far, they seem to be more than happy just to throw the very raw essentials down in terms of smokes, and then actually just going in as a complete unit. They're trying to surprise them with the flashbangs and actually just going in with players like Automatic and Stewie with that almost ruthless playstyle. They seem like absolute savages on the first map. I have to say, again, it was quite impressive to see them just kind of tear apart EnVyUs there. They seemed like they never really turned up. They had some charges in the second round with some questionable decisions, like full defuse and that crazy Nova buy as well. But overall, Cloud9 is a very clean game from them. We go into the second map. The knife has already been done.
I'm going to leave the server now before it happens again. I'm locked out again.
Oh, dear.
Let's not cause a pause. I think it was EnVyUs yesterday too, wasn't it?
Yep.
They would get really annoyed with me, I feel like.
Now, it will be Cloud9 starting on the favored side, some would say, on CT. It's going to be 4 sets of armor for them. Skadoodle with the smoke and a little diffuse kit there as well. There's going to be quite a utility-based buy here from EnVyUs. This could be kind of standard pistol round from them. Smoke towards steps and jungle. Maybe one CT spawn, judging by Devil's setup here. And we'll see whether they focus on going towards that jungle area to pushing CT spawn. You want to be focusing on one of those rotation points and seeing whether you can actually get in there and delay the CTs getting in. It's the smoke on the bomb side. That's where they're going to be trying to plant in towards.
So automatic from triple. Good shot as he fades back. Catches Kenny. This is going to be a second opportunity, but it's Stewie. They've got a crossfire. They've got a blender. And that is a duo for Cloud9 that's formidable. They take everyone down.
Get absolutely
They've got the same haircut, and they've got the same shot on the pistol round, apparently.
EnVyUs just didn't know what the hell was going on there. They dropped the smoke in the middle of the site. Like I said, that was designed to try and get a cheeky plant in there when the CDs potentially weren't looking at it, but he saw the raw aim here from Automatic. Stewie, everyone is nailing one-shot USPs. And we're going to see whether this works out for EnVyUs in the second round. It's going to be Deagle's body armor. And no grenade to speak of there. The scout, though, from Skadoodle, he hits the first shot on towards MBK. Skadoodle does take some damage in return, but overall, he knows where they are, looking to finish one of them off.
Skadoodle going to smoke himself back across this position. Not often you see a CT side smoke come there because we know that the Ts often do that when they have the weapons, when they want to try and take over mid. It's just about staying alive so far for Skadoodle, and Kenny's going to work down toward the cubby position. Nothing's going to fall back. There's 3 people trying to face at the bottom of connector, so smart decision not to overcommit from Nothing's perspective, and knowing that Skadoodle did smoke and did get away from that position, he's also going to give some attention to window in case they go for the boost. Speaking of Skadoodle, he's going to pick up a scout kill from Ticket Booth onto Apex, and he's now got the information with jump shots going toward connector that they're trying to occupy that position. So automatic, good rotation around. He's picked up 2, and what a start to the game he's going to have. Nothing will close out this round. Pretty straightforward again from Cloud9. All 5 stay alive.
Absolutely.
Which means we've yet to have a kill come in from EnVyUs. Now, I know it's early, but it's just an interesting statistic.
Yeah, I think so. No plants either, of course. So 2 clean rounds there for Cloud9. It's going to be EnVyUs now with the full eco, just Glocks available. And we're trying to obviously get those AKs in the third. If we can get a bomb down in this round, that'd be fantastic. They get a couple of P250s, but no nades once again. We'll be heading towards Aiders maybe to try and throw the bomb out of the palace area and see whether they can get any sort of plant down, but it's pretty unlikely. Shroud and Skadoodle, double scouts, and a couple of M4s, nothing on the FAMAS to try and hold off this round, keep it clean once again. They can go into the first gun without a single kill being exchanged. That would be quite a feat, and it's not going to happen this time. Kenny S rips off the head of Nothing towards window.
Stewie just playing in behind triple again. He's going to look for another opportunity to find A main. Finally a kill for EnVyUs. Maybe I just needed to call them out a little bit sooner. Maybe I should have done it before the pissed around for their sake. But now they're getting damage in. It's Stewie tagged to 40. Skadoodle's just going to wait, watch the cross, make sure no one gets into the site and puts more pressure onto him. Make it awkward with these pistols swarming, but they've already pushed Skadoodle back, so they've actually done well to get map control here. They're going to get a bomb plant out of this, so the first one for EnVyUs, and right before the gun round, this will give them decent utility. Another shot towards Stewie takes him down to 2 HP, 17. The automatic will drop at the hands of Apex, but 17 HP. It was an awkward situation for Apex to try and be in as they want to just try and hold off this bomb. He's picked up an M4, though. That's the difference in this. And Skadoodle, he's trying to find the shot, trying to find the angle. With the M4, he's tagged. Everybody's tagged, bar Shroud. And thankfully, Skadoodle's able to find Apex, but Happy still got the high ground on this position to try and deny the plant. Shroud's got to hit these shots. Smoke goes in. He'll do exactly that with the pistol in turn. He could have denied that plant, or rather did the defuse.
That gets very close, and considering EnVyUs has had 2 BT50s there, it was the full defuse, the smoke on the bomb as well, but MBK, had he faced a second earlier, potentially could have denied that. Could have been a bit of a blunder for Cloud9 overall there, but EnVyUs get it planned down. That does boost the coffers going into this first round, and this was, I think I worked out what was going on there, so I saw Nothing typing LOL and Counter-Strike Global Offensive afterwards, because he obviously that's the shot we didn't see, the jumping Famous shot in towards lower. But and all for both sides here. KennyS especially, we'll see what he brings to the table. It's still in T-spawn. No one committing to the T's just yet. Just going to be holding up in the full default. And we can see a little bit of aggression here. Automatic looking towards underpass and Nothing edging his way towards the top of middle with Stewie as well. But a very defensive stance for the French. Going to be holding up and seeing whether they can get this first pick. But Stewie to strike first.
Map rack around, Nothing. He's going to try and hold the top of middle. He does, but it's coming out from underpass. They respond. Shroud gets the kill immediately back into Devil, but usually in that situation, you want to try and put someone either in the window to watch as they've got mid-top covered off for you, or run out from the bottom and connector. They leave it exposed. It costs Nothing his life, but it's still a 3-on-1, and that's gone. Skadoodle, he'll find Happy toward the A site. It would have been timed correctly had his teammates not gone down and the bomb not been dropped due to an aggressive play. So it does, again, look like Happy was on his own, but that time it was done due to the fact that Cloud9 get very aggressive.
Yeah, you can see Automatic, he's watching underpass, but boosted on top, well, boosted himself on top of short, is looking down at that area, really nice, advantageous angle. It's going to be Nothing. And Stewie watching towards mid as well, just nailing the shots, and Skadoodle, like we said, waiting for that lurk coming from Happy towards the end. Not really much he could do with that one. It is a semi-forced buy here. And see MBK's gone all in with the AK-47. His teammates with the upgraded pistols. That's fine. Going forward, this means he'll be on the Tech 9. If they do manage to win the round, obviously it could be influential. We'll see how it works out for them. 4-0 here. Cloud9 looking to increase the gap and pick up the second map as we go into a contact play. MBK, first headshot, doesn't nail the shot though. While this phrase will see spawn does some damage towards Stewie, they can't connect the final kill.
Nothing is just going to sit back. We'll let those flashes from his teammate go. He goes out a little bit early, though. He gets caught by the second one. That allows the cross for Devil, who's inside of the site, trying to push back towards CT. Shroud of the lineup from connector all the way through from Catwalk, but doesn't elect to go for it as the smoke blooms. Good shot from Kenny, but unfortunately, he's left alone to his own devices, and he'll go down inside of the site. It's Happy now with Tech 9. He's got one, but that's all he'll get. Skadoodle once more to close the round. 5-0 start for Cloud9, and this is looking very dominant so far. There's not really been much in terms of map control or execution coming in from the French.
They haven't really had a chance to. Cloud9 in that first gun round, they go aggressive and they're nailing the shots. We said they were winning the majority of the duels there on cash as well, and they seem to be continuing that form into Mirage. This is their map pick on the CT side. They've put their best foot forward. 5-0 here. Another gun round, but like I said, MBK with that AK buy. He's just on the pistol here. So he's got 3 Ks around him. And the AWP of KennyS, who's really yet to have any impact. MBK, similarly so, 0 for 5 for him. So we're going to round number 6. Stewie strikes first. Happy, once again, we said he likes to be a little bit more influential at the start of the rounds of his luck. This time he goes down without anything gathered whatsoever. So not necessarily going to be too helpful for his teammates. A 5-on-4 with one player without a weapon as well. Could potentially fall back and try and pick that up, MBK, but I think it's a little bit out of reach here. Going to go for a connector take. Apex gets into that area, but smoked out for now. Just trying to get control of this situation. Flashes come in. What's the play? How do they get back into this? I think it will be MBK going back to get that weapon. He absolutely is. Apex trying to push through and get that first frag.
Ooh, tag onto Apex as well, though. They finally get the map control. They finally get out toward the stairs, and he's gone low. He's on 1 HP. Devil was even worse off as he gets taken down, caught out, and Stewie's going to drop the bomb. 56 seconds as Skadoodle once more. He's gotten a kill in pretty much every round. He's been quietly contained on this AWP till late, but it's the second one to follow it up. Apex drops, and it's 6-0 now, so continuing to build this up, and yeah, I don't blame them. They've got to go early. I mean, T-side, they're getting nothing done.
Yeah, they look a little bit lost here, getting shut down by Cloud9's pretty standard approach. First gun run going aggressive. You would expect it. You can see EnVyUs were actually in a stance to stop it, get completely shut down in the aim duels, and they go into that next round, and Happy's just forcing the situation. He's going all in by himself. There's no refrag potential. He walks out of Palace, and it will be Stewie automatic. I can't remember. Gets that first kill, and the round just plummets from that point. They have to go back and get NBK a gun. He's separated from the team. They force their way in through connector, and it looks like it's a bit of a mess. They're running through smoke and getting flashed out as well at the same time. It's 6-0 here, a time to just take stock and work out what the hell's going on. The AWP is available if they wanted it. It would be Devil having to purchase it. He's got the exact money to get that weapon. I'd say at this stage, probably not worth it. Let's take a partial buy, PD50s, Tech 9s, and let's just try and get things back on track at this point. If they can get the pistols and get armor, then get nades as well. Maybe a full smoke execution towards the A site. Happy's just trying to come up with a plan right now and just working what's going on.
And considering NBK was pumped last night with how his personal performance was in the series yesterday, made a tweet about it, in fact, just that he was quite proud of his performance. He's dead quiet today. 0 kills so far in this one, 6 rounds in, and he was a little bit slow on cash as well. So it's not quite the explosiveness. I mean, we highlighted it yesterday. He was excellent.
He was
very good on the entries on the T side. They need that now. He's going to have to step up.
Yes, I agree. Well, this is getting pretty bleak for them. If you are just joining us, we kicked off this best of 3 of the first semi-final of the day on cash. Cloud9 with a tremendous performance, I have to say. We said they were in good form right now, but really dominating EnVyUs, outplaying them and schooling them in every scenario they came into. A little bit rough on the CT half, but they managed to close things out. They moved on to Mirage. This is actually Cloud9's pick, and it's been pretty smooth sailing from the get-go. 6-0 now, and EnVyUs on the pause. They're not going to have enough to buy into this round, so potentially 7. They do come in with the upgraded pistols and armor as well. I need 1 smoke purchase so far. That's in the hands of Devil. So in terms of a wall of smoke execution, that's not going to be ringing true for them. So 1 smoke, 1 flashbang, and HE in the hands of Apex. We'll see what the approach is here. Maybe just a smoke towards the end of the B apartments, flash through that and try and overwhelm a CT there. They haven't really tried their hand towards B at all yet. But just thinking back to the initial pistol of this map as well, it's pretty savage from Cloud9, I have to say.
Well, if it was easy for Ents, is that guy hard for Cloud9? I'm not sure what he was getting at. Skadoodle's going to watch with the AWP. Let's see if he can get a wrap. Anyone pushing out. No smoke toward Catwalk early on, which is the default. That also could indicate that they're not going to put pressure there early on. They do have Kenny with a pistol. The pistols is all they have to try and open something up. And finally, a little bit of pressure over toward B early on. Shroud's ready for this. Just waiting with that AK. If he makes 1 wrong step, though, that pistol's quite close on a corner. It's aimed down at him as Devil's just poised, hoping for that opportunity to present itself. And it may do so now. Shroud, oh, if we just sit there for a second longer, checks it, well played. He does find the kill on Devil. That could have been problematic, but they do find kills on the other part of the map. It's going to be Stewie again, nothing as well. Everyone's stepping up. Those pistols, oh, all right. Nice shot from Apex, at least something to celebrate for them, but 7-0. So they did call the timeout going into a pistol round. Now we see what they're going to implement. What's going to change?
Could do the double orb setup on T side. It's normally the approach when everything's going wrong, but it's actually going to be Kenny S on that single orb. We'll see. To be fair, they haven't really had a default round here. They haven't actually had a chance to even get mid control. They've been shut down by aggression at Cloud9. They're timing things very nicely indeed. And the rounds they should have had rifles as well. It was MBK investing into the previous, and he had a deagle on him. So this is a chance now with the full AK buy, smokes, Molotovs available as well. And Skadoodle this time, he's actually going towards B, not towards that mid window. He's going to be looking for the first pick. And we can see EnVyUs actually going for the full devo. The smokes have been deployed. Molotovs in towards the connector as well. And there's a second smoke to block out the CT vision in the hands of Apex right now. And this is more like, yeah, they haven't been shut down at the start at least. They're actually going to get something out of this round.
Flash will bounce around the corner. Shroud's already pushed up this time inside of the apartments. A different position from Cloud9. Nothing inside of the smokes. He's got to consider the possibility. With 2 players on ticket booth, they've got enough attention in the A side. Consider the possibility of trying to get back down connector because they've just lost Catwalk. Automatic goes down. This is better mid-control from EnVyUs. Much better use of smokes early. They just want to try and open up the map. Devil's going to find nothing. A boost up. And this is, I mean, look at the map right now. They have so much control. They can go either side right now. Shroud's going to pull back apartments. That might influence them over toward A, but Bomb is still waiting on Catwalk, so they're going to try and solve that. Good kill from Apex. If Stewie pulls that back, then they're just contained then they've lost their wings, and suddenly they're just sitting inside mid trying to fight back out of basically a trap position.
Yeah, well now it's going to be Shroud and Skadoodle actually towards short themselves. There's going to be an A plan. It looks like EnVyUs will arrive on the scoreboard finally, but bomb's still not planted. It's Shroud found a headshot as well, so there could be a few more twists and turns this round. The money's very strong for Cloud9. They might as well see whether they can get a few more weapons down, even though they don't win the round. Every kill's going to be influential, affecting the money going forward.
Shroud gonna try and push back round on this. His timing might be all right here. Devil's just gone through from CT, so if he doesn't consider this, if they can find this pick early enough, bomb's not planted, it just has gone down recently, so not planted for long, means they can try and still make this possible, but Shroud gets stopped on the way through. Skadoodle 2 versus 1. He's got a kit, but he's got figured out already. He's been stopped in his tracks, and Kenny hits the shot. Nice headshot as well. Finally around for EnVyUs, so they do change it up. A lot more mid-aggression, a lot more mid-presence. That seems to be the call they wanted to go for. But now they have to avoid the reset. At 7-1, they managed to keep 4 players alive. That'll give them something to work with, but it's still a hard position to be in.
2 players alive, really. Overall.
You're right. Sorry, I don't know why I said 4. It was a 2 versus 1.
Yeah.
Maths, man, maths.
Just to make sure, it's like, yeah, it's a big risk going into this round. And it will be Skadoodle who went towards B last time. He's actually focusing towards A. It's quite nice to see him being a little bit more dynamic. There was some criticism towards that part of his game towards 2015, but it's going to be a fast connector play here, much quicker from EnVyUs, and it's going to be towards shorts. Their first port of call. Automatic gets the first kill, but MBK with the refrag.
Smoke over toward Palace for Stewie. That's a support play just to enable him to comfortably peek in that position, but this was so fast from EnVyUs. 1 cat smoke this time, and 3 players just rushed as fast as they possibly could to get to that connector, and Stewie could do nothing of it. Happy's going to lurk inside of the site, and they've got A opened up. They're in a great position right now. Apex is low. Next kill goes to Cloud9. There's a chance they can play potentially for a retake on A, but Bomb's going to go back. They don't elect to try and cross the site. Happy doesn't spot anyone at connector. And it's going to go all the way back through T-spawn, but now it doesn't matter. Now it won't make a difference because they've got the kills rather than the plant. They've covered off, and Skadoodle last alive is going to go down. 2 straight rounds for the French after the timeout.
Yeah, it seems like they're getting into the swing of things now, this time once again focusing towards middle. It seems Skadoodle is changing his position. He doesn't want to go towards the connector or towards the window and be challenging this. He's actually focusing more on the defensive B holds and then towards CD spawn this time as well. Hasn't had that much impact, and we can see the double orb setup coming in now. Maybe a chance to actually challenge this. It looks like Stewie, probably known to be the most aggressive player on the Cloud9 squad. He's actually going towards Palace. Going to try and find that first frag. It's normally with the position where Happy was normally hanging out. Will be happening once again. There he is. He goes down, and that's what they wanted. That first kill going in their favor. Will be another fast mid take though from the rest of EnVyUs.
This is the response they need though. They need someone to come out and try and help out in middle, and Automatic's going to get aggressive. He was gone down the first gun round that they did win, but he's put himself in a reasonable position. Here's timing though. Back's turned, and he gets caught. NBK walks in and finds him. It was just the wrong time. He's done damage, so Shroud can bring it back. He's pushed back out, wrapped around. He's given up B side and doing it. We saw him get aggressive in the apartments, and he strikes while the iron's hot and manages to pull back 2 at the, I guess, cost of Automatic, but overall it's a situation Cloud9 can build off of. A 4 versus 2 Apex inside the B site, but Bomb nowhere near.
Yeah.
It's not like they can try and get a plant in this position and bring it over that easily. He's going to just go for kills. He has to in this position.
Well, considering the cities probably don't have a clue that he's going to be here. He's got a minute to play as well. He's got to call for his teammate to come over. Apex doesn't want to commit and go hunting for frags. He wants to get a really strong position in towards that kitchen area. And when the bomb goes down, he's going to be there ready to strike, getting that first kill. He gets it, brings it up to a 2-on-3. It becomes very possible as well. So what's the play? Molotov off towards shorts. It allows his teammate to come out of the B apartment safely, and he'll reposition and try and get this rotation frag, as I mentioned before. Let's see if he can nail the first shot. Great position to actually get it as well.
It's a lovely positioning behind this shelving unit. That'll buy him a little bit more time. If they double peek this, it gets a little awkward for Apex because you've got to basically have perfect mechanics. Well, there is potential. You're absolutely right. But if they can double peek it, it'll be the best chance because that means he's got to jump back out the window, and it gets a little awkward. So that's exactly the case. Stewie doesn't go too committed. Apex shuffles himself out, and he gets caught by the AWP, but Devil's inside of the site. He's still wreaking havoc. 1 versus 2, and he will go down. Stewie with both kills on the way in. 3 in the round in total. And Cloud9, they made it interesting, I will say, by Apex getting in that position, but Cloud9 pull it back.
Well, they had to adjust things there. Cloud9 trying to lock down the lock potential from Happy at the start of the round. It's Stewie that picks up the AWP, he goes, and Palace nails the shot as well. Falls back, actually ended up getting 3 kills overall. It was a 4 versus 2, but like I said, Apex getting in that position, did everything he could to make sure his teammate can come in towards the site. Molotov off towards short, that protects him in that area, gets in that great position. I thought he had the chance of the double kill there, but Skadoodle takes him down, and it will be 8-2 here. Still money ringing very strong for EnVyUs here as we go into round number 11. This will break them after this, though. I think they have $900 in this Minus the aggression once again, nothing. And automatic going up towards the top of middle. There's going to be some presence as well. Stewie backing them up, but Apex replies with a double headshot. Equal exchange for now, though, as Stewie lands another all kill.
That's well done from Apex. That's the direct response to the catwalk smoke, is to walk out lower mid and see under it as they cross over. And those 2 refrags are very important. But as you say, it is a dead-even situation. Double op still in play for the CTs. Could make it hard if it comes to a retake scenario. And right now it may. It's Shroud on the B side alone with a rifle. They're all heading in that direction.
Yeah, Shroud known to be a great anchor in these situations. This position he's in as well. Very good for getting the 1 kill. There's no AWP to really take him down as well. Spots a couple crossing over. Doesn't nail the shot just yet. Throws an HE in. And the next encounter is going to be very important indeed.
And now they know exactly where he is. Tag to 19. That HE. But it's spot time and space. He's just held them up enough. Stewie's come back around. And Shroud, just gets around the corner. That's lovely, but he will get caught as Apex gets in the corner. Smoke off toward the window. 2 versus 2 still bomb. It's in the hands of Apex. Good flash. Lovely flash. But Stewie, as you say, overcommits to it. Gets aggressive. Skadoodle, though, he's got the kill back, and they can't commit to the plant now. Apex has to try and play this out. Get the shots in. AK's raining through. 4 HP left on him. It's 29 for Skadoodle, but the timing, the nade. And Apex pushes back in and just barely pulls that off.
4 HP to finish things off as well. I have to say, after you've legged him, it's worth getting the nades out. Is it just more beneficial just to try and finish off the pistol? That a really interesting exchange at the start. Apex with a great round overall. You can see Shroud there, like you said, is buying as much time as he possibly could.
It was an ace, by the way, for Apex to pull that back in. That was all 5 kills for him.
Say, when you've legged him, you've got the pistol, 1 bullet will potentially do it as well. Surely just take that duel on with the pistol in hand, but still doesn't play out like that, and it's going to be a force by the looks of things from Cloud9 here, investing everything they've got into Deagles, UMPs, 5.7s, and it's going to be the first kill for Apex once again. 6 kills in 2 rounds so far, and it's going to be 7 as he finds another one in towards Connector.
It's a scary proposition to have Apex unleashing like this.
Yeah.
He is a very influential player in games when he gets rolling, and, well, as you say, 7 kills now over the last 2 rounds. Kenny's going to close it. Pistols for Cloud9 couldn't do much. We're at 8-4. Still a position where EnVyUs can make a reasonable half out of this game, and again, we're in another situation for Cloud9 where they cannot buy.
Yeah, well, they were going to be double eco regardless, so they went in with those upgraded pistols and body armor as well. But it's fine. They're going to have $2,400 going to the next round. They've got about 2K, so it won't be the best buy unless someone steps up with a couple of pistol kills. So the AWP's not going to be an option here, but we'll see what happens. If Skadoodle can somehow get a kill, then he will have that option. Just about to get Glass Cannon AWP if he so wishes, but at this point, it's a pretty redundant round. Nothing purchased by the CTs. They know they're pretty broken at this point. Happy with the UMP, trying to farm some extra economy going forward. And it's full on standard here. Of course, happy by himself towards Palace, looking for that first round.
Flash in toward the connector for Apex to peek it. Cleared comfortably. Stewie has an opportunity. Okay, he does get it in the end. It was a little bit awkward to start things off, but Kenny immediately there. Tech9 drive by. Automatic's going to wait top connector. The crosshair placement was reasonable, but Kenny hits a better shot up close. He has looked away from his second position, though, and a nice reaction. He'll snap back over. And EnVyUs get to their 5th round. As we head to round 14 as well. It's not ideal, but Cloud9, they're going to buy into it because they can, but it's not ideal for them to be in a position to buy in the 15th, so they're still in a position where this could go 8-7 quite easily.
I would say so, and I'd say it's very likely considering the buy we have from Cloud9 here. 5 rifles, 1 kit, no incendiaries, 4 smokes, Skadoodle with no nades whatsoever, so how does this work out for him? He had to obviously invest in that defuse kit, so we'll see where there's any sort of aggressive play in the start. Looks like Stewie and nothing. Instead of going towards middle this time, they want to be hunting towards the lower round. Going to be trying to push in towards that smoke from what I can see at the moment. Not going to be fully committing just yet as Shroud working towards short. Players need to be finding kills at the start of the round. This is Stewie going in. And Shroud as well gets found by the AWP of Kenny S. And it's going to be a double kill for EnVyUs to kick things off, and that's the B site open. And I would say round over at this stage as well. Cloud9, like I said, won't have much going into round number 15. Just need to save these weapons they've got. And just bow out the round. Is happy. He's not done quite yet. He wants to go hunting here. And he's going to be finding the kill on towards Stewie as well.
Happy hunting. Makes it a tighter situation for Cloud9 to be in. MBK fakes jump to window and looks in toward connector instead. And it's no AWP in these guns that are saved. It's rifles only, as we saw based on the buy that Cloud9 did have. Skadoodle gets 1, has to force the reload. Quick switch because he realized it's the wrong time to do it. Nothing's going to trade on that, but now they know exactly where he is, and 3 players hunting him down. Time to do so. No guns saved. 8-7 might be our scoreline.
I think that's certainly likely. EnVyUs doing a great job after going, what was it, 7-0 down here. They've managed to pull it back to an 8-7 scoreline potentially. It's not over quite yet, but Cloud9, considering their bye, it's going to be a rough road to actually try and get into this round. It's going to be 4 scouts, okay? This is weird. Unorthodox, of course.
Yeah, don't even know. I mean, I guess get as many tags as possible and let the pistols do the rest.
We'll see how that works out. This is a very unique buy.
Yeah, this is new. NACS, lol.
Yeah.
Kenny back off middle as the flashes do come out. Zowie was trying to spot between the smoke and the cross, but no one goes that direction. And there's damage in toward him. He's on 48. Happy's come out from underpass. He's got middle to cover off now with this AK-47, and Stewie, he's gone back toward jungle, thankfully, because Happy would have been directly in front of him with the AK-47. Cleared Palace. A main in their possession. Bomb resides in that location. And here it comes. 3-pronged approach to the A site. Not much use of utility just yet, and they'll slow momentarily as a Molotov does come out, but there it is. Kenny's going to open it up. Happy walks in. Skadoodle does fine too now. All right, he finds the first headshot on the second. These scouts, again, they just need to get tags if they want to try and find damage with the pistols. They're doing it exactly that as they tag up and Devil goes down. It's Skadoodle with 3. And Kenny's on 38. It puts him in prime position to be capitalized upon. It's Shroud, though, left alive. 1 versus 2. And all right, they made a good situation out of essentially nothing, but they still have to pull this back. Flash, rather smoke. That's all he had to work with. P250 covers it off, fires through, hopes to find a chance shot, sees the flash coming against him. Oh, what is that from Shroud? Kenny's had enough of it. He's going to put it to bed, but that was an impressive situation to be in considering.
That was quite an exciting run, I have to say, but it is EnVyUs picking up the last 5 there. The overall score in the first half will be 8-7. So then, after that fantastic start, it looked like Cloud9 running away with it, that aggression and controlling the economy as well. EnVyUs couldn't really get into the game, but they started to wake up towards the end and definitely gave us a competitive scoreline. I'd say that's still anyone's game. The pistol going to be a huge factor here. Cloud9 have had the lion's share of them, I have to say, in terms of the aggression in the first one we saw here. Is completely shutting down EnVyUs with those USPs.
That was an inhuman reaction moment, though, from Shroud. That shot was really lovely.
It was pretty nice. I'll give him that. Well, Matthew, how are you feeling about this? You feel like EnVyUs have enough to bring it back?
Well, that's the thing. We're starting to see them potentially wake up. They said it yesterday, they're known not to be good starters in tournaments. The other trend they used to have with them before the roster change was that they weren't good morning players. Perhaps that's part of it here because Apex is starting to come to life, and that alone is scary. And now we're seeing Kenny come to form a little bit. He's got some decent rounds in this game. Devil's looking confident. It's a game. I think we're definitely in a position where Cloud9 pressure's on. And like you said, you don't expect to see much smoke execution from them. They're going to play a brawl style. And if the aim from EnVyUs is rising to the occasion, it's not going to be an easy task for them.
3 sets of armor for Cloud9. 1 smoke, a couple of flashbangs. Fast play towards underpass as well. 4 of them, in fact, as well. Kenny S, he lands the first headshot, going to be falling back as well. Decent grenade. They're looking to get the refrag, and they do it as well. Stewie, aggressive, of course, does boot himself out towards window, but it's going to be EnVyUs getting most of the kills here. To be a 4-on-2 with Skadoodle coming in the A round.
Perfect position for them to be in now to take the momentum and take the lead of the game. Skadoodle trying to do what he can towards CT. He's limited. Flash will go out, and he'll just back away from this bomb. His teammate, nothing, going back over to join him. He's still the approach here. And they're getting a little bit more forward and aggressive on the CT side as well to combat this. They're splitting up right now. It's a 2-2 split. But with Palace covered off, this will make things very interesting, especially if they continue to be slow about this. Apex is just going to come in at the right time to wrap back around at the very least if he doesn't see the peak right away. There it is, easy. Oh, not so much. Information, no less, but now he's missed those shots. Happy's going to try and get toward Shadow, but he may have been spotted. I'm not 100%. Yeah, I think Skadoodle saw him on the way by, so they've got that information. However, it's Devil, and Apex will make up for it as he wraps back through. Doesn't need to overcommit to the charge on his own, leave himself isolated, and it's going to be 8-8 money, and like I say, the potential for the lead in the hands of EnVyUs now.
Absolutely. EnVyUs there, shutting down the fast underpass approach for all 4 Cloud9 players going in towards that area, 1 towards A ramp, and it looked like they're going for the fast stage split coming in there, but Kenny shuts them down, throws a spanner in the works, and slows them right down, and they're unable to actually enter into the bomb site. So it's going to be the force buy, of course, from Cloud9. It's going to be Deagles and some armor as well. Shroud taking a lot of damage at the start. That Apex finishes him off. It was the grenade that did the initial work, and now it's 5-on-4. CTs don't really have to work too hard for this now. Fall back and I'll wait for the terrorists to commit to a certain area. We'll have 2 players in underpass once again. That's Stewie and Automatic.
Nade down. Damage in, but still EnVyUs in the prime position as EnVyUs in the window just with that 5-7's gonna peek accordingly. Nice headshot, uses it to his advantage. Automatic will trade it back. Distance as well with the CZ. We don't always attribute that to that weapon, but he's got another kill coming in from them as nothing. Yeah, an overcommitment, an over-peaked, an overzealous happy as he gets shut down.
There's just no need for that at all. It's like he's by himself. There's no refrag. MBK is now isolated on the B side by himself.
And there's a gun on the way through on Catwalk.
What's the advantage to Happy pushing that position? If he gets one kill, sure, it's fine, but at the risk of getting refragged, this time he goes down with about one. It's equal to situation, and there's still time to play with for Cloud9 to get back into this round. Apex has pushed into A ramp, so he's got a lot of intel here. Skadoodle, he's trying to sniff out towards T-spawn and seeing this is a possibility. But for now, EnVyUs have lost track of Cloud9. Automatic waiting in the connector. One wrong move from the CTs could open this round up, and now starting to edge towards B. Devil, though, he's feeling this. He's actually going to be moving towards Kitchen.
Interestingly, they don't elect to go down the catwalk position just because they don't want to confront connector and get shot from A, because there's a UMP and a flash down where Happy is. But they'll go directly into the site via the apartments. Good spot, good kill. Skadoodle and Automatic stepping up. It's just going to be Devil remaining. He's on the rotation. He's already on the site. They're going to try and play it. That leaves them exposed. The timing from Devil. Nothing goes down, and Skadoodle's not there to trade it out. Bombs dropped, and he's going to clutch it. The Devil's up to the challenge. He's got all three with the M4.
Okay, then. Devil. Seemed like he had no opening in that whatsoever. I have to say, that's those kind of audacious plays from Happy pushing off towards short. It gives them the advantage like this. They still had around 10 seconds at that point. They knew Devil was there. I'm pretty sure they heard the footsteps, but I guess they were counting on the cover from the teamwork to actually work out for them. But Devil picks up the 3 versus 1 with 10 HP surviving. You can see the sigh of relief coming in there. Would have been a big round for Cloud9 to pick up to get back into it, but not meant to be. We're going to round number 18. There's P250s, and at least Cloud9 did some decent damage to the money of the CTs there, but at this point, looks like they're focusing towards the B apartments, and then MBK, of course, jumping with the scouts. We said he was very efficient with his weapons. Seems to be getting all sorts of tags here at the start. Stewie's low, so Skadoodle, but still work to be done here as Devil's chiming in with the M4.
Good hold, good wraparound. Happy's got to swap over though off the M4. He's got bomb down. Nice shot with the USP. Shroud's going to try and grab this bomb back, but he doesn't even have time. He knows they're encroaching on his position with speed and grace, and the dignity intact as well from EnVyUs as they go to 10 rounds. Cloud9 now weapons out, and Skadoodle, what's the call? 5300. Wait for it. Automatic's gone UMP.
Okay. Oh, that suggests he wants to get more grenades in his side, right? So that
there it is.
Yeah. So the Orphan Skadoodle comes out, but they want to have grenades. That could suggest we have seen some straight off the cuff execution, especially on Cash as well from Cloud9. Looks like it's a similar sort of play from CTs at the start of this run. Happy by himself though, aggressive, does get the kill. Hasn't been replied just yet. He's still holding this position as well. Flashbang comes in, Devil finds a second, and Apex with the third. It's a clean sweep so far as Apex comes flying in. He actually has a very aggressive approach toward the A ramp. Flash is going over the top and it shuts down Cloud9. This will be 11-8 in favor of EnVyUs. As just one player survives, it'll be automatic.
And a mirrored image to what we saw from Cloud9. You get the guns out, you finally have a chance to try and execute and take map control, and they just take the fight directly to you. Cloud9 rushed middle, they did the same thing. So EnVyUs, like you say, looking at getting 11 rounds total.
Yes, indeed. This is also obviously impossible now for Automatic, trying to stay alive as long as he can. He's actually in the B side, so the bomb's down an 8. I guess at this point he's trying to be, as you would say, the snake in the grass.
That's definitely something you would say. Cloud9 as well. If this goes to a third map, it's Dust 2. And we know the French teams are scary on that. He's got pretty far in this, but unfortunately Devil was waiting the whole time, so that gun gone. We're gonna need some bomb plants to come in if they want to use this maximum loss bonus to the full effect. Try and get a buyout consistently. They've yet to get a bomb down in this half.
Indeed, and EnVyUs certainly coming to life here on the second half after winning the pistol. They win the first 4 rounds here. And it will be a partial by 5 smokes, pistols, bit of body armor as well. Looks like it will be some sort of B execute here. Smokes towards the window, kitchen, towards short as well. That double smoke setup you can do to segregate the CTs. Flashbangs to go with it as well. At this point, wait for the initial grenades to come and see what kind of position EnVyUs will be in, whether there's an AWP there or they'll be spamming through the smoke. And here come the smokes towards short, as I mentioned, and the flashbangs will come in as well.
Good peek out on that flash, but he hasn't got the kills yet. Now finally, he gets damage in. He hasn't translated them across. Happy's going to be in the same position toward the catwalk this time, and he's going to deny them back in. They've already got the rotation over. Nothing's going to find him. Tech9 dropping in, but Kenny's here. But it's an AWP, and that mid-site smoke, I love it, because it's, as soon as you get down window, a perfect opportunity to try and plant, but Devil. They haven't gone for it. They've pushed around. Devil, as you say, catwalk does get a kill back. Apex is going to come back into the fold as a result of this, but it's a 2 versus 2, and Guns picked up. Nothing's got a chance. He's got armor in this as well. Devil's going to clutch once more. And Cloud9 electing not to plant, knowing they were pushing back, leave themselves in a position with the information against Devil. Nice shot, though, as Skadoodle will fall. And another one-on-one situation. Armor for both, and nothing's lost sight of him. And it's a nice shot from the USP. Devil again.
Stepping up. Another 2 versus 1 going in Devil's favor. He clutches. He seems to be coming to life in his new role. They said they've kind of readdressed his position in the team, and he seems to be rising to the occasion every single time. This time he gives them a very, very big round, considering Cloud9 they were just on a little partial buy with some smoke towards the B sides as well. It looked like they were in a great position to win that round. He clutches once again. 12-8, but now we do have the full buy. Kenny S in towards connector. Molotov lands in his hitbox, it seems, as he has to fall back. Takes quite a considerable damage from that. And it's a full default at this stage, though. Devil trying to keep up his good form as he's using that smoking connector just to peek over towards short.
And no one pushing down onto short. Skadoodle. Just watching with that AWP as the guns come back up. So they make a case for the last round without the weapons, making it a one-on-one with armor in the end. Now they've got weapons to work with. You'd think that would, in theory, mean that, all right, this should be a foregone conclusion, but double up against them. And as we know, they've been struggling to try and get map control. They finally do get toward ladder this time, but it's NBK. He's inside of the site. He's got 2, not the normal AWP, but this double op setup, he's gone for it. And look at the kills stacking up for EnVyUs. As it's Shroud left in a 1 versus 5. Again, they get entirely obliterated, entirely shut down, and NBK gets 3 overall.
6-0 here on the second half for EnVyUs. It's going to be 13-8, and although we're a maximum loss bonus, Cloud9 is not getting any bombs down at all. I don't think there's been a single plant in this entire half after the 6-0 has come in. So they're actually having a big deal, actually not even getting on towards the sides, not having a successful situation in that manner, but the closest they've come is that Tech9 round towards B, and the bomb was not planted. Devil just shutting them down in every clutch he's coming in towards. So it's going to be a force buy from Cloud9, 3 AKs, 2 Tech9s. They do have the smokes once again.
Flash out, Kenny crosses. I'll fill in for you while you sneeze yourself to death, Henry.
Yeah, I didn't quite finish my point there, but there you go. You carried me. It's fine.
It's all right. I do that normally. NBK again, though, they're going to give up the site control this time. Good, better smoke execution. So rather than mid-site smoke with weapons, they like to smoke off on both the door and the window. That gives them the chance to walk in through the apartments. But now it's a collective unit pushing back in from EnVyUs, and they're doing an incredible job so far as they get all the kills in their favor. Skadoodle only pulls 1 back, and Automatic, he's gone for a late lurk to rotate back around from catwalk. This is going to give him the time to potentially catch them off guard, but they're already on the defuse. He's not in position, and it's going to happen. Oh, Kenny just barely gets it done before the wrap comes in, and now Automatic, he needs to stay alive in this. He does manage to do so, but it's another round for EnVyUs as they sit on 14 in total, 2 to go before we force out Dust 2.
Yeah, how assertive is that from EnVyUs as well? It seems like Cloud9 is going all in towards B. They're trying to get that bomb down. It finally happens, but it's very telegraphed, and you can see EnVyUs is rotating in as a complete unit as well, shutting every kill down. Automatic coming in late, trying to do what he can. Gets a couple of kills, but the money's so strong now for EnVyUs. I don't really think they're in any sort of danger here. It's looking like they will close out this map as well. Nade towards middle, do some damage. It's aggressive once again. As Kenny S looking for that first frag, but nothing does find it.
Something to work with. Take any possible situation you can get and make it a good deed, because it's the first kill finally for them to try and get map control flash back in. It's well coordinated. I have to say the timing, flash timings from EnVyUs have been very good this game. Unfortunately, this time, NBK gets caught by Automatic and Stewie. This is finally Cloud9 getting something going. They've yet to get around on this T side.
Absolutely. Well, it's going to be a 5-on-2 for now, but you can
don't rule out this man. Don't rule out this man inside smoke. He turns back. Oh my God, Devil! This is the best game you've played on Envy as he takes bomb, pulls the round back, and he is an absolute menace right now. What a play as he sits inside smoke and calculates the footsteps going by. And he's pulled the round. Cloud9 is going to get completely shut down on this T side. 18 HP as he gets tagged through, and Kenny walks around. Devil's pumped, and my God, it's finally nice to see him arrive.
Absolutely. A 5-on-2. Absolutely falling apart there. You called it. He spotted it as soon as he got in this position. It seemed like the whole round fell apart there for Cloud9. I think that's going to be the GG moment right there, as it seemed like the first chance they actually had of posting one, it gets completely shut down. It's 8-0 now in favor of EnVyUs, and Cloud9 doing all the hard work there. In the 5-on-2, you can't finish off. I was about to point out, before it exploded, they're all low HP as well. That definitely assisted Devil, but still, we go into round number 24, potentially the last round here. Map point. And we do have an orphan Skadoodle, but the players around him very limited. A Deagle, Galil, no nades. Kenny smoked off for now. It's another fast mid play from Cloud9.
This new rule is suiting Devil to a T. I mean, like I said, on LDLC, if you look back over the history, Body was the more consistent player, but the 2 months leading up to when the transaction happened, Devil was explosive. And we're getting a glimpse of it finally, because the issue has always been that Devil hasn't shown up and Body has, and G2's been in the better form in part due to that, so. 15 rounds now for EnVyUs. Double checks toward the connector. Happy's covered off window. Automatic might get the boost, but they will go no further. And up on Skadoodle with armor. Gonna have to be miraculous to pull something back. A completely silent T-half so far from Cloud9, but hold on just a second, Stewie. He's gonna find Apex trying to get a little bit closer to the A main position. And they'll slow down, try and pull this back with the 4 versus 4 and thin out the defense. Get some mid-control. They're going to split accordingly, 2-2 on the map. Actually, they're going to rotate one back over toward window, so a 3-1 split essentially on the map. And as they rotate toward window, that's actually favorable considering Cloud9 wants apartments. Good position from MBK, boosted up. He's got to fall back off that though, having given away his position. Good response, but he's traded out. Stewie has the kill, and now Cloud9 have something to potentially work with. Bomb's not quite in the sight just yet. They'll go for the fast plant this time, and it's going to have to be a retake coming in from Envy. And low HP on Happy to start that off. Kenny AWP, but watch to his left. Skadoodle's the one to hit the shot from the window as they tried to push in toward Checker. Stewie was the one getting there, but Happy's not late in this position. Doesn't land it. Skadoodle finally giving them something, but it's Devil again. If he does this, this could be one of the best individual performances from a person in a long time. Oh, hold on. He's actually got a tag. I thought it was possible for a second. His Shroud went down to, what was it, 9 HP?
Well, it was actually 13 rounds in a row for EnVyUs to that stage. Cloud9 have finally broken it, and it's going to be 15-9. And actually, considering the money, it's been very tight clutch situations with Devil stepping up in 1v3s and 2-on-5s, for example, so the money actually has been broken. So EnVyUs not going to force in this situation. Cloud9 do finally find their first round here on the second half. Scoreline's 8-1. And after, you have to remember as well, Matt, they were up 7-0 when they kicked off things on Mirage. It seemed like they were done. EnVyUs have checked out, but all of a sudden they found some great form here. And it's going to be Deagle's 5-7s for them, but there's no real pressure at this stage. Cloud9 still needs 6 rounds just to force overtime. It's a tall order, but the way both these teams have been playing in these difficult situations, anything can happen by the looks of things as we go into round number 25.
Yeah, I mean, you said it. 13 rounds in a row.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts, right?
Yeah. Cloud9 at least break that curse and get one on the board again. Specifically one on a T side on a map that we thought their explosion would be the key, but obviously the execution's not. It's kind of where we expected, and Envy is hitting shots. Devil's been absolutely god tier. The Devil's become God, Henry. Does that make sense? Does that work?
That does work. It's quite poetic.
I'll take it. He is literally the snake in the grass.
Literally.
As you would say. Devil. This time, though, they are limited, and considering the amount of rounds in a row they have, there's no money left. It just goes to show you that he's had to clutch so many times. He's got a headshot again, this time on nothing. And Kenny stepped up to find Stewie, so we're still in a 3 versus 3. Kenny's going to get forced back due to the flames, but it's not all the way back, so we'll try and spray through the box. Skadoodle, meanwhile, has got NBK and an additional Molotov flash. Kenny, he can just back away. Give it up. Bomb's going to go down. And it should, all things considered, although it's not a foregone conclusion, be the 10th round for Cloud9.
Yeah, should be. But you never know. Kenny still alive with the D, all happy, joining him as well. Should be done and dusted now, as Kenny is the last player remaining. He's in CT spawn, going to be falling back. Trying to find some exit kills here, but ultimately, that's going to be the round done. And Cloud9 do find double figures here. So, round by round, they still can grind this one out. It will take a lot of hard work here. No mistakes will be allowed, but we'll see whether they can hold on here. Kenny trying to find any sort of exit kill, find a weapon that's dropped on the floor potentially. It doesn't look like it's going to happen for him. He sits towards window. Bomb takes him down as well.
So 2 in a row now, Cloud9. money, as we saw, it was actually quite limited, so the Envy will be in a position this time, and they go aggressive immediately with the call to bring out the AWP on the Happy. But if Cloud9 win this one, then they're on a save again, and we're not done. We're not out of the woods yet. It's 15. It's overtime secured. It takes pressure off them. We know that. We see a lot of teams struggle to get that elusive 15th round, but Cloud9's still in a position where better late than never is the scenario.
It's not over until it's over.
Kenny just trying to fire into those smokes, catch them on the cross. Hasn't managed to do so with that smoke dissipating. Unfortunately, the angle not able to be held. As the flames rain in onto him, it's 91 HP, so he got tagged once, I think, in all of that. Double up again, though, for Envy, and Happy's just waiting as well. Over toward the catwalk. They don't elect to go to NBK this time, but we saw his contribution last time he had that weapon. Last time this double up really came out. And Happy's flashed off. That's going to give them connector. He's not wide peeking it, so he won't spot it, but Devil is up toward the top. He's got one taken down this time as he relocates the gap, and the smoke gives Shroud the angle, but it's Apex in the shadow. No one's accounted for it. It's Kenny with the first kill. Apex drops bomb. Smoke out to cover himself off. It's going to be very hard to get the refrag now. And they're not even going to get that far. It's closed out. EnVyUs have map 2. Map 3 is Dust 2. And it's convincing, as you said, 13 rounds in a row.
Yeah.
16-10 in the end.
Oh, it seems like EnVyUs have turned up. It's not on their map pick. It seems like both teams taking the other. But I thought that was going to go in the favor of Cloud9 once again. That 7-0 start seems like EnVyUs just weren't going to turn up to this semi-final, but it seems they've got a little bit left in the tank, and they're going to go over to Dust 2, where I have to say I actually fancy EnVyUs in that one.
I think I do as well. I think they've woken up in this series, hitting shots. Devil's on a performance level that I've not seen from him.
It was nuts.
And on Dust 2, we know he's comfortable as well. I mean, this is starting to be very scary for Cloud9. I think they've missed an opportunity, perhaps,
yes,
with a sleeping giant that's now awoken. So we'll take a break. We'll see if they can compose themselves, because this is now a dead-even series. For the final, the winner of this will play either Virtus Pro or Dignitas. We'll find out a little bit later in the day, but like I said, we'll be right back.